So this evening's practice is going to be based on kind of basically what my book is about. It's all about the ego and the higher self and how to learn to dance with both harness the ego because it's not going anywhere so that we can use it for good in our life, right? So I'm Brittany, my ego's name is Brandy with an I with a heart over the I. And Brandy left to her own devices will just do whatever she can to prove that she's good enough. She will make me work hard to the extreme of causing damage, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or physically to my body, right? So it's like, I see you, you want to matter, you want to prove that you're good enough. That makes sense that you feel that way. And as my higher self, Brittany, I can want to do things like because I enjoy them. I can want to achieve things because it feels good, but not at the expense of my mental health or my physical health. So in tonight's practice, I invite you to notice when your ego is like, I have to do this. Brittany might be watching me, or I have to do this because I used to be able to do it yesterday or 2 years ago. And instead, allow whatever thoughts to happen without, because oftentimes too, what happens when the ego shows up is we get violent with ourselves. We're like, I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't be this way. And then we're not in the state and experience of yoga. So tonight, as we're moving through the journey into power sequence, notice when the thoughts of judgment or overdoing show up and just say, I see you. And we're just going to breathe. We're going to move and we're going to be with the experience as it is and as it is. Sound good? All right. We'll get started in child's pose. As you settle into this first child's pose of the practice, the invitation is to notice. Notice what shows up physically, and then notice if the ego has something to say about whatever's showing up physically. And the way to step out of the ego thinking is to put your attention on your breath. Notice the inhales. Notice the exhales. And also get present to what your eyes are doing. You could close them and look up towards the middle of your forehead, or look down on the floor, back towards your belly button. Take one more breath in here. Audible breath out. And when you're ready, come up to tabletop. Take any sort of spinal movement that would feel good in your body today. I'm going to move through cows and cats, and I'll speak to that. Inhale, cow pose, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat pose, round, look back towards your belly button. On your own timing, 3 more breaths. Could be cows and cats or anything else. Get present to your hands into the mat. Press down through the base of the pointer fingers and thumbs. And one more breath cycle. See what you see along the way. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is a pretty intense pose for early in the practice, so notice if the ego has anything to say about how your body's feeling or anything to say about how it thinks the pose should look. And instead of staying in the thinking, step out of thinking and into being with your breath. Focus your eyes to one spot. Pull the pit of the belly in and up towards the spine. Three-legged dog, right leg high. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. You can roll out the ankle, extending, bend the leg, whatever would feel good as you breathe in and out. Switch sides. Again, focus your eyes. As you have three-legged dog, left leg high, any movement. Ragdoll at the back of your mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. Have your feet hip distance or wider apart. You could rest the forearms on the thighs. You could grab onto opposite elbow creases and let your head hang. Put a generous bend in your knees. Let your head hang. And if you notice thinking happening, judgment happening, shift your attention to your breath. Either intentionally close your eyes or look to one spot. And you can experience the physicalness of your body without letting the ego take over. One more breath here. Release the arms, option to toe heel the feet to touch. Roll up to extended mountain pose. Stretch the arms overhead and touch your palms together, Anjali Mudra into heart center. Check in with your feet, lift and spread your toes. Press down through the base of the big toes and the center of the heels. Put a slight bend in the knees. Rotate the inner thighs back and pull the outer shins in. Gentle lift in the front of the pelvis. Pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, shrug your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Check in with your front ribs. Draw the front ribs, lower ribs in towards each other. And draw the jawline straight back. As you lift the crown of the head up, take a deep breath in. Audible breath out. 3 ohms. Inhale. Inhale here. Exhale, release your hands by your sides, stand tall. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, extended mountain. Forward fold, put a generous bend in the knees. Flat back, breathe in. High plank, breathe out. Pause in the high plank, option to lower your knees to the mat. Look out in front of your mat, take a deep breath in. Lower all the way down to your belly, breathe out. Cobra pose, just lift the chest, pause here. Pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine. Press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. See what you're looking at, breathe in. Release forehead to the mat, breathe out. Tabletop, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Reminder that this is your practice. Only you know what your body, mind, and spirit need today in this moment. So let it be fluid and let yourself trust yourself. So the ego is the part of you that doubts whether you know what's best for you, but your higher self knows what's needed. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, inhale, stretch up. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, breathe in. Vinyasa, you could do the high to low plank on the knees. You could do a full chaturanga where you lift the knees, lower part way down, upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Focus your eyes. And you can be present to the evolution that's happening in your body as you get warmer and bendier without adding a judgment of good, bad, or otherwise to it. The ego is the part that places judgment on the experience you're having. What if you could just be in the space of I am without adding anything after the I am? 2 more sun salutations. A, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, inhale, stretch up. Forward fold, empty. Flat back, breathe in. High to low plank. If you step back, alternate which foot you step back with first. Inhale through the back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, focus your eyes. Exhale, take any sort of movement you need in the downward dog. Press down through the base of the pointer fingers and thumbs. Breathe and see while you do. Last sun A, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, step or jump, alternate which foot you step with. Flat back, breathe in. Hold, empty. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. High to low plank, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Pause and recommit to the breath. Often it's when we hold still in a pose that we get present to what we see. But could you, as we transition between poses, also stay present to what you see? Lift your heels, look forward. Step or jump on the exhale. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Focus your eyes to one spot. Lift and spread your toes so you feel grounded through all 4 corners of your feet. Pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine. Press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Take another breath in. Forward fold on the breath out. Flat back, inhale. Vinyasa, high to low plank. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior 1. However you need to get there, you could lower your knees and step the right foot forward. Press the center of the back heel down into the floor. Check in with your rib cage. Draw the front ribs in towards each other as you press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Focus your eyes, breathe in. Lunge deeper into the front knee, breathe out. On your next breath in, press down, look up. Vinyasa, high to low plank. Breathe and see as you move. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior 1. See along the way. Breathe as you move. The ego might have something to say about how the pose feels. Instead, can you just be with how the pose feels without adding a story to it? Pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine. Press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Press down into both feet. Look up on your inhale. Slow, low plank. Exhale. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, downward dog. I'll flow us through 2 more sun salutations. B. 1 inhale or exhale per pose. And you know what you need best. So if you need to move faster or slower than I'm cueing, please do. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel while you see. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose for 1 breath in. Forward fold, breathe out. Flat back, breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low plank, breathe out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Take 1 breath in the warrior 1. Slow, low plank, exhale. Take your time. See in your up dog, downward dog, left foot forward, warrior 1. Pull pit of belly to spine as you breathe in. Low plank, breathe out. Inhale into the back bend. Exhale, down dog. Pause and notice. You notice if your heart rate has started to rise. And can you let it rise without adding an extra story about it from the ego? Your higher self can just witness. One more sun salutation, B. Lift your heels, look forward. Step or jump in front of mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, see one spot. High to low plank, focus your eyes. Inhale, up dog, C. Down dog, exhale, left foot forward, warrior one for the breath in. High to low plank, breathe out. Inhale, open. Exhale, down dog. Pause and notice. Notice without anything extra, just in the experience as it is, as it isn't. Come forward to high plank. Side plank, left hand high. So right hand down, left hand high. Any variation. Deep breath. Pull belly button to spine. You can either look straight side or up towards your top thumb. Yeah, if there are any shaking muscles, can you be aware of it without adding to it? Wild thing, step the left foot behind and lift the hips. Option to cactus your top arm, put a little bend in the bottom arm. Be in the experience of breathing and seeing while doing. One more breath in. High to low plank on your breath out. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. One breath in through the nose. Open mouth, clear it out. Seal the lips. High plank, breathe in. Side plank, right hand high. Pull belly button to spine. Any variation. This side of the pose might call for the same variation, might be something different. Little bend in the bottom elbow. So your muscles might shake when you do that because you're making muscles around the joint. See what you're looking at. You might stay or come into wild thing. Step the right foot back and lift the hips up. Pull belly button to spine. Breathe on purpose here. See. If you can't breathe, that's your clue that your ego's taken over and you need to back off. On the next exhale, flow high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Focus your eyes. Experience your hands into the surface beneath you. If you are on carpet, it's especially important to press down through the base of the pointer fingers and thumbs. The carpet is a little bit like a cushion, like a mattress. You gotta be extra aware of the hand alignment. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Step your right foot between your hands, lower the back knee to the mat to start. Reach your arms overhead. Pull the right hip back. Pull belly button to spine. Focus your eyes, breathe in. Option to stay with the knee down or lift the back knee up. Again, see what you're looking at. Experience the breath, step out of judgment and into experience. On your next breath in, stretch your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist to the right, revolve crescent lunge. Could be a vertical twist. You could hook the elbow across the thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go a little deeper. Pull belly button to spine. Breathe in. Lunge deeper. Twist further. See what you're looking at. One more breath in. Empty out. Crescent lunge on your inhale. Warrior two on the exhale. Lift and spread your toes here. Check in with the front ribs. Draw the front ribs in towards each other. And focus your eyes over your front middle finger. Create adduction. Pull the inner thighs in towards midline as you lunge deeper into the front knee. Reverse warrior. Breathe in. Big side body stretch. Stay for the exhale. See if you can lunge deeper and stretch further on the inhale. Extended side angle exhale. Breathe. Step out of thinking and into experiencing what is happening in the body with the breath and with the eyes. Take 2 more inhales here. Lunge deeper on your exhale. Relift the toes. Breathe in. Go deeper. Breathe out. High plank. Breathe in. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Low plank. Chaturanga. Breathe out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 1 breath in. Clearing breath out. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Option to start with the back knee down. To create the activation in the pelvis, pull the left hip back. Option to lift the back knee up. Focus your eyes to one thing. Breathe in. Lunge deeper into the front knee. Breathe out. Pull the sides of the body up. Breathe in. Twist to the left. Revolved crescent lunge. Either vertical or hook the elbow. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Inhale. Lunge deeper. Exhale. Press the right hip back as you pull the left shoulder back. Another inhale. See what you're looking at. Exhale. Crescent lunge on your inhale. Warrior two on the exhale. Lift the front of the pelvis up towards the belly button. Pull the front ribs in and see your left middle finger. Lift your toes away from the mat. Breathe in. Lunge deeper into the front knee. Breathe out. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Big side body stretch. Stay and expand. Out of judgment and into experience. 1 more breath in. Extended side angle. Breathe out. Keep the breath moving in and out. Pull belly button to spine. Press the shoulder blades in towards the spine, even the bottom one, the left one. See what you're looking at. And again, check in with the ribs. Pull the front ribs in towards each other. 1 more breath in. Go your deepest. Breathe out. High plank on your inhale. Low plank on the exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Pause here a moment to experience your hands and feet into the mat. To experience your heartbeat while you breathe. To see. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Chair prayer twist to the right or revolved chair. Could be a vertical twist. Could hook the elbow across either thigh. Pull belly button in. Sit your hips low and twist your chest open to the side. See what you're looking at. The ego might have things to say about this twist in a squat pose. You can experience it without the extra story. Revolve chair to the left. Breathe in as you transition. Breathe out as you go. Keep the breath as rhythmic as possible. Lift and spread your toes. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Shrug your shoulders towards your ears, then press the shoulder blades in towards the spine to go a little deeper. 1 more breath in. Sit low, twist further. Forward fold, gorilla pose. Slide your hands under your feet. If there's another variation you want to take, you do what's needed for you. Let the head hang heavy. Breathe. You could close your eyes and look towards the middle of your forehead. One more breath in here. Go a little deeper, exhale. Flat back, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Bring the blocks, if you have them, on the flat height on either side of your feet. Roll up slowly, extended mountain pose. Eagle, right leg over, right arm under. Press down into the floor to lift the front of the pelvis up. Breathe deeply. Soften your jaw, soften your lips. Curiosity is a way for me to step out of ego and into seeing what's possible. Release, mountain pose, shimmy shake, the knees, the shoulders. Eagle, left leg over, left arm under. Focus your eyes. Option to press both feet into the floor or hug the left foot in towards the outer calf as you sit as low as you can. If you've lost your breath, come back to it. If that means you need to back out of the pose, do that. One more breath here. Sit as low as you can on the exhale. Mountain pose, inhale, reach up. Figure four, right ankle across the left thigh, breathe out. Pull belly button to spine, option to hinge forward. Lots of variations from here. We didn't do crow pose a minute ago, so if you want to bring it in here, you could do flying squirrel as a variation for 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, C, go deeper on 1, release for mountain pose for 1 inhale, eagle, left leg, or not eagle, figure 4, left ankle across the right thigh. The ego says, I should, or this should, or you should. And the higher self says, I wonder what's possible. While I breathe, take the pose to the place that feels right in your body. One more breath here. Go as low as you can, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, breathe in. Standing leg raise, right knee up, and carry it to the right corner. Not the side, the corner. Slight bend in the standing knee. Option to look over your left shoulder and breathe. Standing on one leg from home on carpet. If you're on carpet, is the extra bonus challenge. Come back to center. Kick the leg forward, reach your arms high. Inhale. Airplane pose or warrior 3. Warrior 3, you reach your arms forward. Airplane, you reach your fingertips towards the back wall. Breathe, everyone breathe on purpose. Pull belly button to spine. One more breath in here. Lift the leg a little higher on the breath out. Half moon, open up, Ardha Chandrasana. Check in with the rib cage, pull the front ribs in as you press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Take one more breath. Lift the leg even higher. Forward fold. Shimmy, shake it out. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, empty out. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Standing leg raise, left knee up into the left corner. Option to look over the right shoulder. Pull belly button to spine. Flex your lifted toes toward your kneecap. Breathe. Soften your jaw. Come back to center. Kick the legs forward. Reach your arms high. Inhale. Airplane. Exhale. Or warrior three. Commit your eyes to one drishti point. Breathe deeply as you can as you lift the left leg 2 inches higher. Half moon. The ego might say you shouldn't wibble and wobble. The higher self says it makes sense. If you fall out, you just come back in. Without any drama, just breathe. Pull the belly button to the spine. Lift your left leg as high as you can take it. Forward fold. Shake it up. Flat back on your inhale. Hold on the exhale. Extended mountain pose. Inhale. Take a quad stretch, right foot back. Slight bend in the standing knee. Big breath in. Breathe out. Switch sides, quad stretch, left foot back. Just for 2 breaths. Inhale. Deep exhale. Slight bend in the standing knee. Breathe in. Deep in the stretch. Breathe out. Extended mountain pose. Breathe in. Dancer pose, right foot back. Kick the right leg back. See, breathe. Let go of expectation. Just see what's possible. For 5, 4, 3, 2, go deeper. Release, mountain pose. Quad stretch, left foot back. Deep breath in. Big breath, not quad stretch, dancer pose, left foot back. Focus your eyes. Pull belly button to spine. Curious, where can you take the pose for 1 more breath in and out? Extended mountain pose, inhale. Tree pose, right foot up. Inner thigh, inner knee, inner calf. Just take 3 breaths in. Focus your eyes, breathe out. Any arm variation you choose for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Switch sides, breathe while you transition. Be on purpose while you transition. Press your leg and your foot together. Take 1 more deep breath in. Get present to your eyesight, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, breathe in. Flow, vinyasa, high to low plank, up dog, down dog, or any other variation. Right foot forward, triangle pose. Stack any blocks you need to outside the right foot as you peel your chest open. Lift and spread your toes, a little bend in both knees. See how much air you can take in your lungs. Get 1 more breath here. Rise up, star pose. Into horse pose or goddess pose. Bend the knees as deeply as you can. Point your knees and toes out. Just 1 more breath here. Sit as low as you can go, breathe out. Star pose, breathe in, parallel the feet. Side facing wide leg, forward fold, breathe out. Lift and spread your toes. Little bend in your knees. Press down through the base of the big toes to send the sit bones up towards the ceiling. One more breath in. Deep breath out. Flow with your breath into pyramid pose. Rise up on an inhale. Face the front of your mat, exhale. Ground the back heel, lift the chest, inhale. Tip the pelvis forward, exhale. Tip the pelvis forward. The moment that your pelvis won't move anymore is where you stop the spine. One more breath in here. Go 1 millimeter further, breathe out. Twisting triangle, press the left hand down, right hand high. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. See what you're looking at, breathe out. One more breath in. Twist even further, breathe out. Vinyasa, high to low plank, up dog, down dog. Link the movement with your breath. See as you move. Breathe in through the nose. Clearing breath out. Seal the lips. Inhale through the nose. Step the left foot forward. Breathe out. Triangle pose. Turn the back foot flat. Breathe in. Peel the chest open to the side. Breathe out. Lift and spread the toes. Little bend in the knees. Sometimes the ego tries to take us somewhere else other than our practice, and we gently bring it back to the breath, to what you see in the space you're in, and what you feel in the body you're in. One more breath in. Deeper breath out. Rise up, star pose, inhale. Horse pose, exhale. Just 2 breaths, inhale. Press the knees away from each other, exhale. One more breath in. Deeper breath out. Star pose, parallel the feet. Side facing wide leg forward fold. You could clasp your hands at your low back if you choose. Just one more breath here. Let yourself go deeper, breathe out. Slowly rise up, inhale, pyramid pose, take your time. Face the front of the mat. Ground the back heel as you breathe in. Hold. Shift the hips forward, forward, forward. Get curious rather than thinking you should look any sort of way in the pose. Experience your breath as you hinge the hips forward. One more breath in here. Empty out. Twisting triangle. Plant the right hand into a block or the floor as you reach up to the left. Pull belly button to spine. Another breath in. Look as far to the left as you can. Breathe out. Last breath in. Go your deepest exhale. High to no plank. Lay on your belly. For Sphinx pose. Plant the forearms. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Lift the hip bones off the floor. Press your pubic bone down into the floor and draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. You're welcome to stay here and continue to build the support on the front of your abdomen by pulling the belly button in, or you can take locust pose. Either airplane the arms out to the sides and lift the thighs, or clasp your hands at your low back for 5, 4. Breathe, 3, 2, soften your jaw. 1. Release for just a breath in and out. Either Sphinx, locust, or floor bow. You take floor bow, you grab your ankles. The ego might say you should do a certain pose. The higher self is curious. Yeah, it might make sense to do the same pose, might make sense to do another variation. One more breath in. Release just for the breath out. And come back up. Last one. Hold the belly button in towards the spine. Squeeze the knees in towards each other. Press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. See what you're looking at. Release down. Plant the hands under the shoulders. Push up to tabletop. Either downward dog or child's pose for just a moment. One breath in. Clear it out. Camel pose. Stand up on your knees. If you have a block, put it between the inner thighs. Option to curl the toes under. Pull belly button to spine. Listen for what your higher self is curious about rather than what your ego says you should do. If you can't breathe wherever you are, that's your clue to back off. Squeeze the legs towards each other, come up, do a little shimmy shake, and go right back in for one more camel pose. One more breath. Squeeze the legs together, come up. Take the block away. Come onto your back for bridge pose. We'll get there in 5. In 4. In 3. 2. Lift the hips up. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Press whatever's touching the floor, press it down to create a lift up. You may stay right here. You may plant the hands along the shoulders for wheel prep. Could push up to the crown of the head or in a full wheel pose. Breathe. Stay or come down. Take one breath in. Breath out, come back up. Bridge, wheel prep, or wheel pose. Take a breath in. Stay or come down. Breathe in. Come back up. Number 3 of 5. Squeeze in, press down, lift up. Stay or slowly come down. Last 2, inhale. Exhale, lift back up, bridge or wheel. Step out of ego and into what's needed for your body right here. Breathe. Stay or come down. Last one, inhale. Exhale, rise, bridge or wheel. See what you're looking at. Stay for 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2. Your fullest expression. Come down. Either knock your knees in towards each other or take Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Experience your breath in your body. Feel the support of the floor beneath you. But close your eyes. When you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Scissor legs, right leg down, left leg up, and pulse your shoulders up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 60-30 leg lift. Bring both legs up, plant the hands by the hips. Inhale. Exhale, lower the legs partway down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower the legs 30 more degrees. Deep breath in. Stay or come down to a hover. Option to look at the toes. Lift the legs back up. 2 more sets. Breathe in. Exhale, lower partway. Stay with the breath in. Lower the legs a little more. Deep breath in. Stay or come down to a hover. Lift the head, look at the feet. Lift the legs back up. Last round. Breathe in. Exhale, lower partway. Deep breath in. Stay or come down 30 more degrees. Deep breath in. Stay or come down to a hover. Breathe. Lift the legs back up. Hug the knees into the chest for just a moment. Whoa, step out of judging and into the experience of breathing while you do and see. Yogi bicycle sit-ups. Bring opposite elbow toward opposite knee. Move from side to side at the speed that your body needs. We'll do 10 more. 1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, see, 5, 6. It can be hard or easy without needing to think about it being hard or easy. And now I lost count. 3, 2, get even on both sides and release. Boat pose. Walk up to a seated position. Onto your sit bones, pull the shoulders back. Pull belly button to spine and lift the heels. This is the time to breathe. This is the time to see while you experience whatever it is you're experiencing without judgment. 1 more breath in. Release. Downward facing dog. If you want to do a chaturanga, up dog on the way to down dog, you're welcome to. Right foot forward, runner's lunge. Lower the back knee down for lizard lunge if you like. And bring your forearms down to blocks. Hug the right knee into the shoulders for the first part. You're welcome to close your eyes as you breathe. Galaxy pose, turn your front foot out, your front knee out. You can bring your hand to your thigh or reach back for your ankle. There's no right or wrong way here other than your body being safe. Either safe physically, like you're in a place that feels safe to not injure yourself physically, or safe mentally too, like be gentle with yourself. Half pigeon or supine figure 4. Half pigeon, you'll bring your right shin to the mat, or you could lay on your back and bring your right ankle across your left thigh. Downward facing dog. Take your time. When you're ready, runner's lunge. Left foot forward, the front left edge of the mat. Hug the left knee in for the first few moments. Galaxy pose. Turn the toes out, 45 degrees. Left hand to thigh, or reach back for the ankle. One more breath. Either half pigeon or supine figure 4. Step out of thinking and into the experience of the breath. Into the experience of what's happening in the body without adding story. And you can either close your eyes or look to one spot. One more breath here. Into a seated position, either cross-legged, right foot in front, or stack the right ankle on the left knee for double pigeon. Just 2 breaths here. Breathe in. See how deeply you can relax on this exhale. One more breath in. See how deeply you can relax on this exhale. Switch sides, breathe in. Set the foot where you need it, breathe out. 2 breaths in. Let go of thinking and into the experience. Just one more breath here. Empty. Supine single leg extension, right leg up. Breathe in. You can have the left knee bent or left leg straight on the mat. Just 2 breaths here, in and out. Nothing to think about besides the breath and your eye focus. Switch legs, single leg extension, left leg up. One more breath. Hug the knees in, make your way to a seat for seated forward fold. Could rock up, could roll to a side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow over the legs. Again, the ego might have something to say about the experience you're having. Let it go and come into the breath and focus your eyes. One more inhale. Empty out. You could either take reverse tabletop or supported fish. I'm going to take supported fish. You could stick your tongue out in either pose and say a lion's breath 2 more times. One more. Time to go upside down. Headstand, handstand, waterfall pose, shoulder stand. I'm going to take waterfall pose. You get 30 seconds upside down. Nothing to think about besides the breath and your eye focus while you do the pose. If you're in shoulder stand and want to take plow pose, you can bring your toes towards the floor behind your head. You could also take ear pressure pose, bend the knees by the ears. Release to a supine twist. You could bring one or both knees across the body to the right. Intentional inhale. Let it go. One more breath here. And switch sides. Stay in the twist as long as you need to feel balanced and complete. And when you're ready, come back to center. If there's anything else your body's calling for before final relaxation, you could do a happy baby or one more Supta Baddha Konasana. Otherwise, final relaxation might look like laying on your back with your feet to the corners of the mat, with your hands by your side, or it could look any other way that allows you to feel surrendered. Take a final breath in through the nose. Open mouth, clear it out. Come back to your normal, natural breathing. And see if you can just be in the space between your thoughts, just be in the experience without thinking. I'll bring us out in about 2 minutes. Bring awareness back to your breath. Invite some movement to your fingers and toes. If it would feel nice, you can rock your head side to side or stretch your arms and legs. And when you're ready, roll over to either side into a fetal position. Notice how you're feeling. Again, without story, just notice. And when you're ready, come up to a seated position. And bring your palms to touch each other at the center of your chest, Anjali Mudra. Excuse me. Take a deep breath in. Clearing breath out. Inhale for 3 ohms. In. Touch your thumbs to the middle of your forehead. May all beings everywhere be blessed with happiness and freedom. May the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives contribute to that happiness and freedom for all. We bow forward in gratitude for this practice that came to us from India and brought us together today. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand. You did it.